The cool thing about the song is it's just 2 chords. So we got a little E minor, and then we've got a C major. And so when I'm going down, 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 you can get a little of a little palm meat to just lightly C, back to E minor, starts over E minor. And that's going to be E minor, and then we're going to have this little B string 3rd fret and the 2nd fret going, and then the 1st fret going, and then open, all while we're strumming an E minor chord. So it starts with it on the 3rd, 1st, open. It's the 7th fret on the G and the B, and I'm using my middle finger and ring finger, and then my index finger on the 5th fret of the high E. And then I'm going like this. So I'm hammering on that 7th fret of the high E and then going back to the 5th fret. So you have your pinky free, and then up a whole step, same thing. Then a minor 3rd, which means all the way up to where your index is now on the 10th fret of the high E, 12th fret of G, 12th fret of B, hammer on things still. Then back to the 1st one. Okay, now we need the song. So we have a D chord, then we have an E chord, so E chord, G, no, D. You got B minor, G, same thing again, B minor, but now E major. Then right back to the main chords. The only other thing we need, it's, we call it the bridge, I suppose. Check it out. A, G minor, E, G, G, A. There's a verse and there's a chorus, which makes it nice and easy peasy. A G, D, F, G. Okay. Breaking up the strumming, down, up, 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 down, up. And I pretty much keep that the whole time, for the whole song. Here comes the verse again. G, D, F, G, C, C, F, C. Now it repeats, but it's gonna have like kind of a little tag on a D chord. So when it repeats, it does G, D, F, G, C, C, F, C, D. What it's gonna do after that is it's gonna repeat that whole sequence again. In other words, the one time through and then the next time through with the D chord. But this time, now we're getting ready to go to the chorus, the big payoff, okay? And when it gets to that D, it does a little D, what I like to call a D walk down. Strumming the first chord, just normal style with a down, up, and I'm strumming starting with the D string. Okay, then my middle finger is going to come off of the chord, and it's going to go to the 3rd fret on the A string. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of emphasize that note by plucking down on it, and then up, down, up with the chord. Then I'm going to take my middle finger off, like that, and I'm going to take my first finger off now, and I'm going to take my first finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the A string. And I'm going to do that same technique where I hit that string, and then up, down, up. Then I'm going to take my first finger off, and I'm going to do the same thing where I hit the open A string, strum that, and then we're going to go right into the chorus. Okay? So Going to teach you one of my favorite Beatles songs. Been playing this one for years and years and years. And I'm going to break it down for you the best I can. Now, if you're playing acoustic guitar and you're a beginner, you can go, Jojo was a man who thought he was alone, but he wouldn't last. I mean, you could just strum A, 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 D, 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 A, 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 G, D, and pretty much survive the whole song that way, but you know what I'm saying.
We knew E and we knew A. Those were quite easy, but we didn't know B7. We didn't know B7. That was kind of the missing part of the link, the other chord, the lost chord.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Artie Schwartz here, GuitarJams.com. Gonna bring you, classic rock and roll song that's not too hard. You got this E major chord, and if you take your ring finger off, it gives you what's called E7. You could also mess around with your pinky on the 3rd fret of the B right there. And if you're a beginner, a basic rhythm that you can do is down, 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 up, using my right palm to get some percussiveness in there in between some of the strums. Then it goes to a B7 chord, which Paul McCartney, I've said this before, but it's from the Beatles anthology. Paul McCartney had to, when he was a teenager, they didn't know this 3rd chord of the blues. He had to go on a bus and meet, this other guy that knew the chord. The guy taught it to him, and then he drove back on the bus and showed it to his friends when he got back.
So on we got on the bus, trooped across Liverpool, changed a couple of buses, found this fella, and he showed us dum 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 B7. We learned it off him. Got back on the bus, went home to our mates and went, zing, got it.
Okay, so we got E, well, E, 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 E7, E7, then it goes to B, E, E7, A chord, C, I can't even falsetto that high. C, when I E, B7, E. So the other chord in there was an A major and a C major, and then a quick E, B7, E. Let it be. Here are the chords we need. We need a C chord. We need a G chord. We need an A minor chord. And we need an F chord. That's it. That's the whole thing. And then the chorus starts on A minor to G, F, C. Starts over on C. C, G, F, C. Then again A minor to G, F, C, C, G,